Hi guys, my name is Chris. I'm going to be presenting to you guitars. I know we're all college students here. You guys are college students, so I wanted to go ahead and tell you why I think it's important to have a hobby, own your own guitar, and find something you're interested in, and why particularly Fenders over, for example, a competitor Gibson. So first off, I'm going to go ahead and talk about really quickly why I think you should be playing guitar. We're going to go ahead and, like I said, compare it to Gibson, which is another big brand. And lastly, we're going to talk about particularly what's special about Fender guitars. I personally own 4 or 5 guitars. I've been playing for nearly a decade, and it really has had an impact in my life. And I do recommend everyone to go ahead and try it. So while we get into the presentation real quickly, please go ahead and hold all your questions to the end. And also, please put away your electronics. So first off, why should you invest in a guitar? Oh, and I'm sorry about all the animations, by the way. They're kind of... But anyways, why should you invest in one? So first off, there's a social benefit. You get to go ahead and meet new people. So there's communities, everyone that plays instruments, they like to collaborate, do their things. When you start playing guitar, you meet those people and you start becoming friends with people you otherwise wouldn't have. You get to entertain your friends. There's plenty of times where people will come over and you can just go ahead and have a jam session, play them their favorite song, or learn a song you heard on the radio and sing it together. And then you can go ahead and share your talent. Sometimes, you can show off to other people. There's open mic nights. I usually play at Gordo's on Wednesdays, and it's really nice to see people do something that they've been doing for years, and they're awesome at it. There's also a personal benefit. So other than trying to play out and do your thing, you improve your concentration. You have a hobby now, so you do go ahead and you're able to spend time entertaining yourself. You get to practice multitasking, so you can sing and play guitar, and also you get really confident. I think one of the really important things about playing an instrument in public is it really helps you gain confidence in speaking and just being yourself, because it's another form of self-expression. Next, we're going to go ahead and talk about Fenders versus Gibson. So this one is a Fender Stratocaster on the left, and the right is a Gibson Les Paul. Now, my comparison isn't saying that one is particularly better than the other one. I do own both, but Fender is really more user-friendly. So for the crowd that doesn't really play guitars, I would recommend going ahead and trying out our product. So some of the reasons why: it's more user-friendly, and the reason I say that is because it has a lower neck ride. You'll be able to play bar chords easier, and they are hard to learn. It is significantly cheaper for their well-known models, which is like the Stratocaster. They've got more customization. So while the Les Paul does have its basic thing, you actually can go ahead and customize your Fender guitars. And lastly, if you are into rock music, Jimi Hendrix played a Fender guitar, and Jimmy Page played a Gibson, and my favorite guitarist is Jimi Hendrix. So you guys can look into that. There's a huge list of people. When I say Gibson has a classic headstock, their headstock has the 3 prongs on each side like you see right there. That is the whole classic design. Fender has this innovative thing where it's all on one side. It doesn't really make too much of a difference, just like I said, more user-friendly. But other than that, those are really significant differences. Other than being instruments and being alike, they are guitars. And lastly, we'll go ahead and talk about what is special about Fenders. This guitar is really special to me because I do own a Fender Jaguar. Kurt Cobain played one, and I love that guitar. So Fenders are handmade, all of them. They are not all made in the US, but they are the American standard. That's what it was said, and I think in 2005 in Rolling Stones magazines, they were presented as the American Idol guitar, or the American Icon guitar. Secondhand guitars really do have a story. So if you want to go ahead, one thing I like to do for a lot of my guitars is I went to pawn shops and bought them. And they come in their cases. Some people leave papers, leave sheet music, and it's always really nice to wonder, what did they do before, what were they playing before you? And it's, they each have their own story. And if, like I said, you're really into Jimi Hendrix, you can get a little replica guitar of what he played and when he first got big for roughly $500. So hopefully I did go ahead and convince you guys on how or why you need a guitar and why they are pretty cool to own, especially Fenders. So how do you buy one? Lastly, you can go online. That's like the main way to buy a guitar. Go there or go to their outlets. Fender does have their website, but if you do want to go ahead and buy something in person, there's Guitar Center, Straight Music, particularly here in Austin, and you can even order these on Amazon. So if you guys need any hobbies, or do you guys want to involve yourself in something new and have some personal growth, I really recommend playing a guitar. Do you guys have any questions?